Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? It's your boy Zini here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys, basically, talk about a certain question I got on Ask. Want to address it? Uh, there are basically going to be two topics. One topic is going to be related to content creators, how they approach their channels, how some people cannot seem to comprehend their ideas behind it, and I kind of want to address that. To kind of, you guys probably already know what's up and what's a good thing and what's a bad thing, but generally I still want to get out there on the whole factor of, hey, I have this channel, I've been doing this for so long, I want to expand it and do something else, and I hope people will accept it. Not really speaking for myself, while half of it is kind of speaking for myself, for I do plan on doing some other things on this channel, whether people like it or not. But we're gonna go into that as we're gonna go into that. I also want to answer a question, not really answer, but more like express my basic answer on the question that I did already answer. Still, the question goes as followed. We're gonna start with this topic is regarding music and how people can get change a mood regarding what they listen to. Do you believe that music can change the mood of the listener? Cause I do. I cannot stress this one enough. You are correct. There is no question about it. Like, people can say whatever they want is true. It does. Like, for one, if you listen to epic music, like, it can give you goosebumps. Like, seriously, like, depending on how strong the music is. And some of the music are just makes you feel epic. Then we got, I don't really like the word epic. I would rather prefer legendary, but still we got, inspirational music that is really good for, like, if you got daily exercises, doing push-ups and doing all sorts of things. You go run, into the woods or somewhere, something peaceful, yet again semi-peaceful because you got headsets. You listen to some music and let it inspire you, like the eyes of the tiger, music like that. It's a very big motivational boost to your inner mind, and it keeps you going. You don't, when you listen to some inspirational music, you don't give a shit. Like, basically, you do 15 push-ups, you're like, let's do 15 more. Man, I want to break my stomach right now. You generally feel like that. At least I tend to feel like that. So maybe I'm overreaching it, but I generally tend to put myself, I tend to be very open emotionally to music. I tend to embrace it. Everything I hear, I tend to embrace it. But yeah, music definitely does change your mood. We got, we even had like erotic music, basically. All sorts of things to put you in the mood. But generally speaking, it can also be a very positive feel, a very positive trigger emotionally, and it can make you stronger on the day. Now, what am I saying? If you put yourself into a position, like you put your headset, like if you got people argue, and you don't want to be part of it, because first of all, they're not your problem. They're arguing about the things that you got nothing to do with it. So if you put yourself into that area, into that middle ground, you're gonna be, you're basically gonna be taking the psychological approach. Basically, they're gonna be hitting your psychological factors, and you're gonna be taking all the stress, all the things. At the end of the day, you're gonna ask yourself, why did I even bother? Because this is only affecting my health, while I have nothing to do with this problem. So what people I recommend you do is put these headsets onto yourself, onto your head. Of course, where else? Like, it's not gonna work on your butt. Let's be serious here. But you put it on your head, listen to some music, be open about it, and let it get in. Let it touch your soul, because music has that universal power to a certain extent. Like I say, music comes down to top 10 most strongest things this planet has to offer. And music is definitely down there in top 10. We got meditation, which is like really up there, probably like universally the strongest, but still, you gotta understand that it does have this incredible vibe, and it can definitely change your mood. Like, you can be upset and you listen to some music, and depending on what kind of music you listen to, and yet you put your headphones down, it's like nothing happened. Like, you feel neutral. There are only few things in life that can make you feel that way. For me, for example, I can have one of the worst days. I can like look at things down and look at things very black and white. Like feel like stuff have lost colors. You know, have you ever feel that way? And yet I have two things that can trigger and totally change my mood on that day. First is being with my girlfriend over Skype. I don't know, you know, it's like it's incredible because really every time I'm around her, she completely makes all the past, the bad past, go off, just completely off. It's never there. Don't worry about it. Just look at the focus. Basically, look at the present. The present is the most important. You know, look at the future like it has already happened. Do look in the past at all. Like forget the past. Past is the past. Nobody gives a shit about the past. And music is that way too. You know, there are only few things that can touch you on the spirit level, and you gotta cherish those things over all of it, basically. So, you know, it's incredible. It's like people have magic, and then we got music that feels like it's got magic. So, yeah, music not only change your mood while you listen to it, but generally can even make you more positive. You know, as you're talking to your loved one, yet you feel so positive. You so, you know, like positivity keeps on going with you, and generally all the negatives become totally destroyed by the positives, and you feel neutral at the end or more positive. So it's a healer. Music is basically a healer, and it's important. Listen to some music. Now I gotta say, 2 years ago I've never really like seriously considered myself like putting some effort into listening to some music. Like I always listened to music, but it was just generally on radio or, you know, every now and again somewhere in the city, like taking a coffee or something, you know, listen to some music. But basically now I feel like, you know, sometimes like you want to take some moment of your day, listen to something you want to listen to, then go your merry way and do the things you want to do. Or maybe inspirational music as you're trying to, you know, exercise. That is always recommended because basically it's just a added motivation to you. But yeah, you know, music, agree with you, it changes your mood, man, and it can touch your spirit, and that's the reason why. So yes, let me try to get into a different topic. This topic is actually very important, for it addresses lots of people, even the Pokemon community. Lots of people, you know, we call it Pokemon community, but generally lots of Poketubers, so-called Poketubers, as people call it, have gone into a different direction. Some people gone into, for example, Dark Souls. Some people gone Bloodborne. Then we got people that gone with Fire Emblem series, and you know, some of these names you already know. But I tell you right now, instead of people saying where is your next Pokemon video coming out, you should understand that these people are doing this stuff for a reason. But you guys already know this. Like most of my viewers here that are really consistent, especially watching videos like this, they're very mature, so they know what I'm talking about. But I still want to like tell that one person that's watching this that may be a little bit on the conflicting side regarding, hey, but I don't want this guy to make this kind of videos. I want him to stick with the things I've subscribed to him for. Yes, but you gotta understand that if he keeps on doing the same, he will eventually get tired. And what happens when a person gets tired? Well, he quits and he leaves. It's as simple as that. Or else depression will hit him. It's kind of crazy, but YouTube is the first. It's actually kind of true. However you look at it, YouTube could be the actual biggest target for depression, because people, how they work making videos is they talk to themselves. You gotta understand, they don't like some people make co-ops, but most generally standard things put together, they talk to themselves as they play something. They talk to themselves, so they're semi-isolated on that moment, as well as, you know, they don't generally like to share their things with the people around them. You know, it's just the way it is. They want to like share themselves, but this is their hobby, this is something private, and they want to keep it that way, which is totally fine. You know, it's a sacred place for them. But at the same time, this, you know, them doing the same old can definitely impact them inside. Then that's the moment where they start to develop, hey, I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I need my moment of peace, but I want to like in between, instead of like taking like a 2 week break, I want to like make some other video just to kind of mix it up, spice things up. You know, it's like a landowner getting up to you, like knocking on your door, be like, hey, you won my land, like would you like half of the land or full land, you know, the full place? Hey, I can give you right now, you want it. What would I say? I want half? Why would I say I want half? Of course I want the full land of yours, you know. It's a no-brainer. And yet this is the same for this. Like, why would one want to stick with one thing when he can stick with many other things? You know, you gotta understand that here is where content creator comes first. And I know it's kind of typical because I'm a content creator, like speaking this way, but you know it as much as I do regarding this. The content creator will always come first. His enjoyment for the things he does will always come first. This is the main and the single reason why I have not, and I will still get back to that video, why I didn't understand the whole 50 video Pokemon Let's Play spam in 1 day or 2 days. I couldn't comprehend the idea of a person truly enjoying himself and not forcing the uploads for the sake of views. And if you really force yourself and not really enjoy yourself, then you're not being honest to yourself. And it doesn't really matter if people agree with that or not, but you're not being honest to yourself. And that is the first trigger of depression after time. And that is the true scariness behind it. And this is why I would willingly ask you guys for a bit of a favor. You guys may have seen I did Monster Hunter, just one video, not just a little bit, to kind of back it up a little bit. Try to give myself a little bit diverse. But I want to apologize for God Hand. What happened is that my emulator right now, my computer, I have it turned on quite a lot. And at this point, you know, the days are really hot here, surprisingly enough. But still, my computer is overheating at that point if you use a PlayStation emulator, and there's no other way I can play that game outside of PlayStation emulator, so I cannot play that game. I cannot let's play that game. Maybe we're gonna start to let's play that game as winter comes in, get some more, you know, coldness inside for the case to kind of heal. But right now, it's just no way. The days have been, you know, like seriously, the temperatures, they haven't been like the highest, but they have definitely affected my case. And I basically cannot risk, especially after having it turn on for so long. So I gotta think about this. You know, my case comes first. If case goes boom, well, generally there is gonna be no me on the internet, basically. Still, I wanna dedicate that time to play one of my favorite games of all time. It's basically probably my top 2. It's called Gothic 2 for the PC, and I love this game with a very passion. And you will probably see me play this game and enjoy myself because basically it's a game I always adored from when I was like 15, 16 years old. The game is open world. It's set in medieval times, dragons, swords, and all sorts of things, crossbows, bows, all you name it, it's got there, you know, medieval, of course. But then, of course, you got all sorts of other things, such as, you know, open world dialogue that is voice-overed. That is actually pretty great. The voices are, you know, they're pretty decent, gotta say. Some of them are better, some of them are questionable, but who am I saying, you know, English is not my native language, so basically, you know, I'm nobody to talk about English voices. But you know, they're really good for what they are. They're German developers, so they did put a lots of efforts into it. Probably put some of the you know, real English speakers to do their voices. But still, that is something I want to do, and I would really appreciate if you guys could come in, check it out. You know, give it the time. Not saying you gotta have to. No. That would be generally stupid and crazy to even say anything like that, because your time, your effort, whatever you want to do with your time is totally your thing. Enjoy yourself. That's the most important. Now, what I want to say is, you know, if you're in any way interested, give it like a minute or two, and if it triggers your interest, then watch it. You know, I gotta say, I watch some of the YouTubers that I watch a lot, like for example Skyrender. Like he's been doing Pokemons, and I enjoy his Pokemons, man. He's one of my favorite Pokemon content creator when it comes down to battles, because he's very creative. He's got his own touch, and this is what I like. I like when people are creative. You know, we got people that generally want to direct their genre to somewhere else. But we're gonna go into those people as we go, as we talk about this. Now, basically, Skyrender for one. Skyrender is an incredible person, and this guy makes Pokemon content, as I mentioned. Now, you gotta understand that his Mario Karts are my favorite sort of content he makes, which is weird because, well, first of all, I've subscribed to him for Pokemon. He started doing Mario Karts, and I cannot seem to not enjoy the moments when he isn't like, his rage isn't up top, but it's just enough to have some sort of enjoyment out of somebody's misery. Not really misery, but like losing a match and being a little bit pissed off. He isn't really pissed off. He really takes them loses, man. You really take them 4th and 5th places quite well, considering. I would probably like lose my hair. It's weird, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, sometimes I'm a poor sport. Like, especially when I play with my sister, I cannot seem to like take a losing streak, which seems to always happen. Then again, I don't overdo anything, but it's just part of me. It's just part of who I am. But when it comes down to Pokemon, I'm totally different. I'm definitely totally, like, you can sweep me and I'll be fine with it. Like, I generally wouldn't put too much into it, but it's weird. It depends on the game, I guess. But Mario Kart is competitive, man. I just wish my sister wasn't as good as she is. Still, again, people that are they act, and their whole approach is very competitive, but then they got their moments where you're like, hey, this is entertaining. Well, everything is entertaining, competitive or not, funny or not, everything is entertaining factor, gaming entertainment, comment entertainment. But there are moments where they really stand out. Like, for example, we got Mega Mogwai, for example. This guy's approach, when you first time check out the videos, you may think, he's got a very serious approach. He's a very competitive player. He's got good scores. He's a very skillful player. We got Joey number 2 over here, to a certain extent. I don't know how you guys look at my videos, but I tend to like to be in a middle form, which I'm probably gonna fail thinking about it. But then again, it depends on the videos that I did. Lives are definitely different from post. But you look at his videos, and he started doing some other games like Fire Emblem, and people have been enjoying their Fire Emblem series and him doing voices, and it really shows. When people do voices in games, it shows they're enjoying them games like no other. Like, when they start doing voices, that's a whole new level, man. Like, seriously, seriously, you gotta put some heart into the videos, and especially into the characters, to start doing voices for each single character and start to remember those voices as well. That is dedication. That is passion and love for the game, and that is what triggers people to come watch it and support it. And I want you guys to to go there, and if you ever see a channel of your favorites and start doing something else, instead of saying we want more of this same, say, which you guys already know, great, keep on doing the stuff you enjoy, because that is what it is all about, recharging your old interest. It's like eating the same food. You will eventually get tired. No, not really tired, but you'll eventually start to get disgusted by this taste for this food because you've eaten way too much. You just cannot handle it. Maybe your brain wants more of it, but you just generally want to puke after seeing like that pizza like 30 days in a row, eating it every single day while you eat other things. You still eat that pizza. You're not gonna manage. And that is the time you start to spice things up with a lasagna. Yes, lasagna was kind of random, wasn't it? Well, from one good food to another, I guess. Still, what I want to say is that, try to push people into that direction. Don't go take them to one direction. Nobody wants to listen to one direction. Everybody needs to push them into the other direction, because the other direction is a band that still needs to be made, and they will be rocking it. They're a rock type, yeah, not really rock type, but they're gonna be rock genre. Rock must listen to rock. I do wonder, does he listen to rock? Probably. But seriously, on a serious note, I'm gonna try to do something different. When I Twitch, I'm gonna Twitch Pokemons, when the time comes, when I got my space. There's lots of issues right now because I gotta get ready. I gotta save up. I'm planning to go to Belgium this August to meet a special someone. So basically, there's gonna be lots of savings involved. It's actually gonna be kind of hard considering, but gotta be ready for all. And generally, we still got time, but this is how stuff works. So streaming may be a little bit delayed, but I know what I've been saying this since January. I kind of feel bad about it, but again, I don't have the space. I cannot move right now because I need savings, and the job is still not an option because basically, if I get a job, I'm not gonna have any free space that on that special August. So basically I gotta think about all this and make the right decision for all of it. But it's a thing. So still I just want to say again, as I mentioned, push people forward to do the things they want to enjoy doing, because this will not only make their old interests come back as they keep on doing the other things and do the things you enjoy. This will also extend their interest into YouTube and then general joy. Once you kill that spark and you keep bashing them down, saying we want more of this, I've subscribed to you for this, I'm unsubscribing, you can easily unsubscribe without mentioning it for one. Because at that point, a person, not addressing anybody watching this, just generally, if a person is that way, because I've seen people like this and I've gotten back to these people, but they simply cannot comprehend the idea, hey, you're nobody to tell the other person what he needs to do. First of all, he is the one taking the time to make a content for people watching him. You simply demand like you're somebody more, while you're not. I respect my viewers, but viewers should not play God. Viewers should not demand, other people to make this and this and this just because they feel like it. The content creator should be the one, demanding to himself what he wants to do, demanding to himself basically, because it's the enjoyment trigger. He doesn't want to feel forced, and once he feels forced, well, that is a fake channel already. So basically, got the game, Pokemon Let's Play again. It's a different game, being a hack game. I would have never really Pokemon Let's Play an ordinary game because I generally already Let's Play this game a lot on my own, but it's gonna be interesting. I cannot wait to to get you guys to know the main protagonist and all the cool characters that are in that game. And I do hope you guys will take a time of your day, check it out, and it's gonna be fun. This year is gonna be fucking sweet. I look forward to making a Let's Play of that. That's gonna be a huge game. Just letting you guys know, that's gonna be a huge game. But I'm gonna think about it because it's a really huge game. I gotta think about it when I should start, because I don't plan on starting right now. Again, it's a little bit too soon. I gotta think about it. I definitely gotta think about it. Maybe start with something a little bit shorter, but we're gonna see. Still, maybe it would be better for me to finish Pokemon Let's Play, then start to develop interest into the things I was just addressing. Still. What I wanted to say is thank you very much for watching. I'm generally very bad with endings, so I'm just gonna shut up really and say have a good day, have a good rest of your day, night, wherever time zone you're at right now. Have a good what are we like? Have a great next week. Have good scores and grades. Hope the job that you're at. The boss is kind of making it easy on you, and he isn't being a pushover, and is that and stuff are looking mighty rosy for you. But for me, this year it's gonna be exciting. August, I cannot wait for August. Like you guys don't even know. For one, I was never outside of my country, generally outside of my country zone. I was never in a hotel. I was never on a plane. So this is all gonna be first time experience on my own, and I cannot wait. Like I seriously cannot wait. Oh man. But as I said, there's gonna be there's gonna be lots of savings involved, because Belgium, considering like comparing to Slovenia, there's a huge difference in finances. But We just gotta do what we're gonna do. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care. Peace.